Matter of fact, I stated, I think it was like 2021 when I was like, yo, nursing. I was noticing when a lot of individuals were removing themselves out of the medical field, basically because they were getting burned out. They was making good money, but they couldn't take time off, and that was upsetting a lot of individuals. I mean, there's a lot of people these days where it's like, what good is making a bunch of money if you don't have any time to do anything with it? And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, or the video I'm going to watch. It's going to be about a bunch of nurses who decided, hey, we need to do something else. So stand back, relax, and let's jump into it.
So have all of us as nurses just decided that we want to quit now and we hate our jobs? Or is it just me?
This person says, I'm quitting nursing. Says, today is pivotal for me. I've decided nursing isn't for me. Going to pursue the MBA and sees where it gets them. And the thing is, a lot of nurses right now are just kind of on the borderline. And there's a lot of people on social media straight up saying that they're quitting. You know, this person is literally just a student, but already every single day hears about why people hate being a nurse and how it's so stressful, and already has high anxiety, and they haven't even been in the whole entire nursing field yet. They're just a student, but they already have this taste, and the taste doesn't taste great at all. A lot of people are congratulating this person for quitting nursing, and there's also a lot of people saying how they felt a lot better after quitting. And also, it's not just people quitting and burnouts happening everywhere, but also a lot of nurses being fired, as some of the biggest corporations in the healthcare industry is firing nurses and healthcare professionals and even decreasing hours for a lot of people. A lot of nurses also saying that getting a good hospital is very difficult nowadays, with good hospital, good pay, and good benefits. Those things are really rare now. With all these hospital layoffs, cuts in Medicare, Medicaid, like the nursing profession is just getting worse and worse, more and more stressful. Anxiety is also through the roof. Check out some of these videos.
I be so over being a nurse sometimes. Like, God, please show me my purpose in nursing, because it's not bedside, bro. Like, it's not. I'm 5 years into bedside nursing, and before that, I was an aide for 4 years. Like, I am so over it. And being a bedside nurse make you realize how much you cannot fucking stand people sometimes, bro. Like, it's so fucking draining and exhausting. Think about it. As a nurse, you have one of the most important jobs in the world: to save someone's life, to protect someone's life, to stand up and advocate for them and nurse them from sickness back to health. Like, I don't know too many more important jobs than that, but you are so disrespected. It don't make sense. Like, nurses are literally shitted on. Like, it's like, here, do all this shit, do all this important ass stuff, and then you get shitted on. You get a motherfucking gift. You be lucky if you get a gift card. You get lucky if you even get acknowledged. Like, Nurses Week is a fucking slap in the face, to be truly, completely honest. And it's so irritating and it's so frustrating, because it's like somebody can be like, oh, well, why don't you just quit, or why don't you just find another job? Like, first of all, it's not that fucking easy. And in this fucking economy, like I left staff nursing to do bedside nursing because I hate someone having to tell me to work. Like, I hated it. That's one of the perks of being contingent, because you can control your schedule and when you work. Like, I don't know, it's just something that doesn't sit right with my spirit, with me having to go to work, like me being obligated to do this because I'm full-time or part-time. Just like, it just don't sit right with me, and that's how I know that I am not supposed to be doing this in this capacity. Like, I know everything happens for a reason. I know God has a purpose for me, and I won't say that I don't have a purpose in nursing. I just haven't found it yet. But after 5 years, I am so tired. Like, I'm like, God, please let me know what it is. What am I supposed to move on to? Because I know for sure that it is not med-surg. Let's just be clear. Yes, I'm a med-surg nurse, but I know that this is not it. And while I may get on here and I'm gonna sit on here and complain, I still show up and I still give my best. I still take care of my patients. I still do my job, but I am just like mentally not happy. I'm mentally checked out, physically exhausted. It's just like I'm at the breaking point and I am so ready to like figure out what's my next move. Where's the change at? And you would think that it would be so easy because it's like, oh, you're a nurse, you can go get a job anywhere, you can switch, do so many different things. Or
see, I've noticed that a lot, not a lot. There was a time when I was moving into nursing. I ended up having to stop that due to things that were out of my control. We were out Marine Corps. But during the time that I was in school for nursing, talking to a lot of people who are in the medical profession, a lot of them told me that there's a lot of individuals who are in the field for the wrong reasons. And as I started talking to more people who were in the field, I was hearing that a lot. I mean, even like being around some of the females who were in the field, a lot of things got shown to me. I was just like, boy, there's a lot of people who really just do it for the money. They don't care about the people. They don't truly care about the people. They don't have a healing and helping heart. They just care about getting them bands and that status to be able to say that I'm a nurse or I'm in the medical field. It's pretty sad, honestly.
In so many different fields. But the thing is, when you are a travel nurse and you're used to certain things in a certain type of lifestyle, like I can't just go switch to something where I gotta be to work 5 days a week, or I gotta work holidays and like no, like I have so much freedom with travel nursing that it's hard for me to move on. Like, for example, I want to be a labor and delivery nurse, but I don't want to go be staffed. I don't want to have to be obligated to work every other weekend. I don't want to be obligated to have to work holidays. Like, and I have a son now. I don't know, like, I'm not missing his holidays. Like, I want to be at home with my family. I'm going to be at home with my son. Like, I would fucking call off. Like, I just can't. I cannot do it. I fucking can't. And then it's like, oh, I know I have to sacrifice and make sacrifices to get where I want to be. Like, to be honest, I don't want a fucking job. I don't want a job. I am praying that this year is my...
And then we're going to see the update of her talking about, I got fired. I don't have a job. I mean, hey, be careful what you say. The universe has a crazy way of giving you exactly what you stated. Oh, man. That girl, law of attraction. Keep yourself. Control that tongue of yours. Control that tongue of yours.
Breaking point and my content just blows up and I just get sponsored. Like, just something. I can't. Like, my dream job is to just live my fucking life and get paid for it. And who does that? Content creators, YouTubers, just like, bro, like, it's so fucking annoying being a nurse and being responsible for every fucking thing, everybody's job. Like, you getting yelled at because motherfuckers' trays and orders is wrong, or somebody call light broke, or somebody bed uncomfortable, or the doctor ain't put this order in yet, so you can't do this for this patient. Like, people mad about you, like you the social worker, because they insurance ain't came through and they irritated. It's just like you're literally the fucking punching bag for the patient, the doctor, the patient's family, whoever else.
All right, I gotta put up some walls on this one. She literally just got on here and is trauma dumping on us. So she's complaining about being the hospital punching bag. But anybody who's watching this video from her is her punching bag.
Like, I'm coming into work, clocking in 12 hours a day, responsible for your motherfucking life. Because if I do one thing wrong, that's somebody's life. Or if it's something that I don't do, that's somebody's life and it's responsible for me. And then guess who's gonna get blamed? Guess who license gonna get taken when you're just a fucking human being? And the anxiety that I fucking get, oh my God, it's like I've never had another job where I was just like dreading going into work, because you just literally don't know what the fuck you walking into and what you about to deal with. Then we're not even gonna talk about like these managers and just the slap in the face with the fucking staffing. Like, imagine going to work and being responsible for 7 different people's life, bro. Seven people you gotta give medication to. 7 people where you supposed to know everything that's going on with them. Like, how? It's impossible. It's no way. But guess what? If something fucking happened to them, then it's your fault, and you going to jail, you losing your license, your whole life is over. And then you're expected to do all these people jobs and do all this shit, and places are barely fucking paying bedside nurses probably like over $40 an hour, bro. Like, if somebody is probably making that, then ask them how long they've been a nurse if they're not a travel nurse. And even with travel nursing, like, the travel nursing is not travel nursing anymore like that. Like, and I don't want to sound ungrateful, because I am very grateful. I am very blessed. Like, okay, I'm not being ungrateful. It's just like the responsibility that we have, and we do so much as nurses, and we are so undervalued. Like, I'm sorry, there's no way that somebody that works at a department store or somebody that works in a factory, and I'm not saying that y'all don't deserve the pay that y'all get, because everybody deserves to be paid very well and be able to live a comfortable life. But it's just some shit, bro, that people can't do. Like, why how can I trust you to save my life, to keep me living, but I'm gonna pay you crumbs? I want to pay you the same as somebody that work at like Costco or something, for example. No shade to Costco, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, make that make sense to me. Make it make fucking sense. You can't. But clearly, as y'all can see, I just got off work and I just had a day, and I just had to get this rant off my chest. So if you made it this far, go ahead, drop a comment and just let me know that I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know I can't be the only one fucking thinking this.
So I'm fresh off night shift, and I have some stuff that I want to get off my chest. And
I think I chose the wrong video. I think I chose the wrong video. True talk, no lie. It's just, I wonder if this is going to be a pity party the whole time. I mean, a lot of nurses quitting and stuff like that. Makes sense. But damn. I'm like, everywhere in the workforce is like this, honestly.
And I'm going to vent to y'all. Nursing is so catty, and quite frankly, I'm over it. Like, people think that being a good nurse is really just about clinical skills. You can be a vet in the game, 10 years experience, know everything that you need to know inside and out. But if you are out here tearing down new nurses, gossiping about new nurses, spreading rumors, and like not helping and doing things that are so counterproductive, when nursing it's a team. Like, literally, it's like a team sport. You are as strong as the weakest nurse that you're working with. So why not take every opportunity that you can to feed into them, to help them grow, help them learn, especially if they're willing. But no, all y'all want to do is talk and gab in the break room about this person and that person. And like, listen, like, we are human, we make mistakes. When you first started out as a nurse, I'm sure you made a lot of stupid mistakes that, you know, you've learned from, and you've probably never made those mistakes again.
Hopefully.
So why not remember back to when you first started and do your best to uplift another nurse and be a positive part of their nursing journey? No, instead, a lot of y'all are pushing people out of the profession because you are so catty, so toxic, so rude. Just gossiping does nothing for nobody. So please think twice before you talk about somebody else. Think twice before you watch a nurse make a mistake, and instead of telling them so that they can learn from it. You go run and go tell all the other nurses on the unit that they made this mistake, and now you've embarrassed this person, destroyed their self-confidence, and now made them even potentially consider the profession. We are short-staffed. Like, we cannot afford to lose any more nurses. So
I feel like she's talking about herself there. She must have made a mistake and they ran her through the ringer. Down, down, down. But yeah, I mean, that's life in general. I mean, people do that even not at work. Like, you can be out in town. People do that stuff anyway. That's not just work. That's life in general. You got to have thick skin to make it anywhere, especially if you're trying to win in this game called life. Like, I'm not.
like, be kind. That's all. I'm gonna go to bed. This night shift was rough, but that's all I gotta say.
I just got laid off. I was laid off from my outpatient job, and I was working in a NICU follow-up clinic. I have never experienced something like this before. So I'm doing what any sane person would do, which is I'm eating French fries, waiting to go into Hobby Lobby. I will say I'm very thankful that I work per diem. I do have a second job that I'll just pick up a little bit more at. I don't have benefits through this job, so I'm not taking a hit as much as a lot of the other nurses are, but whoa. I have a lot of feelings about this. I think the biggest one I'm feeling though is disappointment and I'm a little bit angry. This is the first time where I have seen with my own eyes that we treat healthcare like a business. It sucks because at the end of the day, the people who are suffering this layoff the most isn't me, it's not the nurses, although yes, we are suffering, it's the kids. And that's what I'm having such a hard time understanding is, why are we doing this when we know the detrimental impact it's going to have on the patients who are the children?
Does anyone know what they're doing? I graduated nursing school in March and I don't want to be a nurse. I had a full ride through a hospital and I was supposed to work there for 3 years, and if I don't work there I have to pay all my college back. But I don't want to work there or be a nurse, but I don't know what I want to do. I have like this crazy urge that I'm young, I'm like independent, like alone.
I'm about to get a lot of pushback for this. I bet you she's probably going to try and become an influencer or a one of those OF models.
And I can do whatever I want, and so I know for the next however many years I don't want to just go to work every day. Like, I want to do something bigger, but I have no idea, and I have to pay back all this money.
Shake a little ass for a little bit of cash.
I think I literally have to make this decision in 3 days, and I've had it in my mind that I'm paying it back, I'm not being a nurse, but now the numbers are hitting me and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I thought after college it would be the best life ever, and I literally just have no idea what I'm doing. Each day I'm what? I don't know what to do. I'm alone. I feel lonely sometimes, even though sometimes I feel super independent and I'm happy. I'm I'm proud of myself, but this makes no sense. This video is trash, but am I alone or does anyone else feel this way?
You guys, I'm quitting my job today. I'm scared. I've been a nurse for 5 minutes, but I can't do it. I'm putting in my 2 weeks today, but I'm doing a week. I gotta get out of here. So I'm a new grad nurse, and I've been on my med-surg floor for maybe 7 months now, and I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I hate it. I hate it so much. And imagine coming to work and you have 7 patients and they're just all shit. I just can't, so I'm scared. And then I also just feel like a failure because I just started and I'm quitting already, but
okay, why what the fudge, bruh? I'm noticing a pattern here. They all are so quick to give up, and it's like they haven't even gotten to the good parts yet. They're still pretty much new. They're still getting their feet wet. when you first start the job, there's a lot of learning curves. There's a lot of things that you need to learn, that you need to understand, because the things that you learned in school, when you reach your first when you actually hit the fleet, I'm going to take this into the military side. When you leave the schoolhouse and you actually hit the fleet, you're going to learn that the things that you learned in the schoolhouse, there's going to be other ways that they want you to do it once you get to where you're going. And trust and believe, because you're the fresh meat, they're going to mess with you. They're going to give you all the shit jobs, excuse my language. They're going to give you the worst of the worst, the slim pickings. Like, y'all are quitting before y'all even get to see the good side. Man, there truly is something up with this generation, yo. Like, everybody just wants to give up. They want this easy life, but you need to first make sure that you can get the skills and understand how to do things when it goes bad during your time of your easy life. That's the reason why we have these trials. You don't just get everything handed to you. You got to put in work. And all of these ladies so far are proving that they don't want to put in no work. Damn. I get those who are my age, I guess we are the last of the Mohicans, huh?
You know what? People are like, stick it out, stick it out. I literally cannot stick it out. Like, I have to get out of here. And it does make me feel a little bit sad. And I feel like I said, I feel like a failure. But you know what? My mental health is way more important. I will find a job that I like, hopefully. But I just know that this isn't for me.
Shaking some ash for some cash.
I feel so bad.
I quit my nursing job. Let's talk about it. Well, I know I haven't posted in like months, I feel like, at this point. And this is definitely like pre-recorded. I'm not posting this like in real time, but yeah, I quit my PICU job. Definitely a really hard decision for me to make. A big part of me felt like a failure and felt like I had, made this whole thing about like leaving and wanting to try something new and leave my old job, and that wants to like love where they're at, and simply not what this situation was. I definitely talked a little bit about this in the beginning, about how I was definitely struggling a little bit on days and just feeling like everything was so new to me in a PICU ICU type of environment. And there was definitely shifts that I came home and like called my mom and I would just like cry, and I was like, I don't know if I made the right decision. I'm so just like not happy. And I understand that there was going to be times when I would like leave the hospital and not be happy, but there was more times than not that I was stepping out of work and just being like, I'm unhappy. Push it in the back of my head, because like I said, I really wanted to try at this new job, and I wanted it to like work out, and I wanted it to be like the like quote unquote dream job. And I had this like picture in my head of what it was supposed to be, and I think that was like the hardest part, was kind of like realizing
Having expectations leads to disappointment. Remember this.
That it's not for me, and that's okay. It was just very like mentally draining. I think that burnout I experienced in a matter of like 8 weeks. One of my like happiest nights working was when I had this one patient who was like very much like a talking, like alert patient, and I like played Legos with him and we like chit-chatted until he like went to bed. And I had a lot of that on my last floor, obviously because it was a med-surg floor, and I was just like, I miss this. Like, I missed talking with my little like toddlers. I missed like holding the babies and being able to like interact with my patients. And can be sicker, you don't typically see that. They're intubated, they're sedated. Was really sad. I would.
All right. I can't do this no more. I tried, y'all. I really tried, but this is pathetic. I'm sorry. This is pathetic. If you're willing to get, you put in so much time to go to school, and do a bunch of classes about BS that had nothing to do with your degree for you to finally get to where it is you want to go, and you give up because other people are making it hard for you. You're letting other people dictate your life. I mean, you were in school. You know how all those cliques work. You went through elementary, middle, high school, and college. You know how people are. How do you let that affect you? Now, granted, that's a different type of stress. Okay, I'm sure I can sympathize with y'all. When y'all are in the hospital, there's people who need y'all help. These people are stressed out. I get it. There's things that are happening. They're high on emotions. Your adrenaline's pumping. Your emotions are flowing. Then when that situation does finally calm down, now you feel drained. But then there's another situation that arises. Now, it's not always like that. Depending on where you are in the hospital, it could be slow as freaking molasses. And the most you may get, especially on night shift, on night shift, depending on where you are, it could be slow as molasses. And you're not really doing anything but just checking rooms from time to time, depending on what you're doing, what type of nurse you are, what is your specialty. But the thing that's getting me is listening to all these girls. It sounds like they didn't get their way, or they thought it was going to be one type of way, so now they're ready to give up because they weren't expecting that. That's ultimately what it comes down to. The dream that they had in their head, the fantasy they had in their head of what nursing was going to be like, is not what it turned out to be. Their reality does not match their expectations of what they thought it was. And with that, they want to give up to find something that's easier, something that they think fits it, aligns more with their absurd fantasy. With any job, any job, any career, it is what you make of it. What I do right now, I love what I do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the motherfuckers that are above me. But I really do enjoy my job. I do enjoy this. I'm just waiting for the first layoff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm waiting for the first layoff. But with it, there are things that upset me. But I still go in with a smile on my face. Because I ultimately am in charge of myself, my emotions, the energy that I put out. Why would I let others dictate all the hard work that I did to get to where I am? Nah, with all due respect, F that, bro. F that. I ain't doing it. I can't. I can't. I refuse to allow somebody to tear me down to the point to where I no longer want to do something that is paying my bills. That's literally allowing somebody to F up your bag. Like, why you gonna do that? You put all this time, energy, and so much of your life into going and doing this. Where's that same passion? Where's that same drive? What were your goals after that? I think that's what it's coming down to. What were your goals after you got out of school? It doesn't seem like you had goals after you graduated from nursing school. And that's why you're finding it so easy to give up and quit. You need to reevaluate yourselves. Reevaluate yourselves. All these people quitting the nursing school, quitting nursing. That's what I'm talking about. All these people quitting nursing right now. And honestly, it's pathetic to watch. I had to sit here and hit the tuning fork a couple times because I was like, y'all just, it sounds like they had an absurd fantasy. And then when they finally got into the field, they realized that that fantasy didn't align with the reality. And now they're ready to give up. I'm hearing so much of, what's bad about the job, but I'm not hearing so many things about what's good about the job. They're focused more on the negative. And that's letting me know how y'all mind is wired. Y'all were not in the field to help people. Y'all were in the field for other selfish reasons. So anybody who decides to go into anything, I want y'all to think about what are your goals after you get there. What are you going to be working towards next? Because that will help you stay driven to accomplish the next task along your journey. Don't fall off like these ladies. I wish there was a dude that was in there because I feel bad saying these ladies, but these ladies, don't fall off like them. We all are capable of so much. Do not do yourself a disservice by giving up on something you've worked so hard on just because of the fact that other people around you have made you feel like you are less than what you are. Man, something my wife always used to say. You can tilt your head, but don't let your crown fall. And with it, ladies, I'm sorry, but y'all motherfucking fumbled the goddamn crown. But anywho, this your boy, Donley Divine. Thank you again for sitting through this with me. Whew, that was hard. But yeah, I'll be back on. I'll be back on. I'm going to start jumping on and streaming about 3 times a week. But every Sunday, you'll be able to catch me for sure. With my madre, Miss Judy Bumblebee, who was supposed to be on today, but there was some stuff cracking off. But we got to hit up on Friday. We're going to be going over the episode that I just dropped on YouTube last Wednesday. The unseen, underappreciated, pretty much the story of men. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna kick that off on Friday. I'll go ahead and start posting down of exactly when it's gonna be. So if you want ask questions and all that, you can do it up in the live. So check us out on Friday. Much love and